It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Man, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous, and it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So, out come the Bills and the face of the franchise, 28-year-old Josh Allen. Year 7 already with Buffalo. The last 4 years, over 4,000 passing yards in each. The man who makes this team go.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd down and 3. A design run here for Allen. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They run with the 3rd-year man. It's James Cook. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did. with that touchdown drive.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Hardy now with the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Pistol formation with Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now he'll run it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
First down run here by Henry, and he signed with the Ravens this offseason. I mean, you think back to that run he had with the Titans, Mike, over the last 6 seasons, over 8,200 yards, 80 touchdowns. I mean, one of the most productive backs we've seen in a long time. Now it's kind of scary to think he gets to join Lamar Jackson in this Baltimore backfield. They hope the two of them can be that combo to finally get this Baltimore team over the hump.
Got his man at the 6. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. Henry tries to pull his way in. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll try and run, and here's Henry. And he's going nowhere on this one, met and dropped behind the line, and now it is 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. On the return, here comes Evans. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The Bills offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That'll be caught downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the 1st quarter. The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Here's 3rd and 2. Slot receiver, headed right. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Hardy now with the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Bateman is the motion man. 2nd down. Jackson. He'll find Aguilar. Complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it, and he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
To the tight end, Likely. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll motion over Flowers. Jackson looking to throw. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Bateman is the motion man. A run on 1st and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Second and goal. try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4 down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will tie things up in this opening quarter of play.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Allen. That one intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
First and 10 now from the 36. And the pistol, Jackson ready. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play. On
3rd down, Jackson. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down, and here comes fourth down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
No way, you're kidding me.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Allen. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now it's Allen. Samuel has it working the middle. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. You sell the curl and go, and you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
On first down, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Allen will throw. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And the defense all over this one. They knock them down, it'll go down as a loss of 2.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose. and forcing third down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Third and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That is caught at the 3. And he will score. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now Bass to tack on the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bills go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Ravens 10.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. To throw is Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp.
You see, Mike, anytime the quarterback is hit right as he's about to release the ball, there's just no telling where this ball is going to end up. In this case, it leads to the easy interception, but you have to give credit and give the assist. That pass rush is what created that turnover.
The Bills offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Set to go now on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. That is Justin Matabike, the big man, in there to bring him down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Here's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Now Allen facing third and long. He's got his man, that's Coleman. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Now Allen on 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
This one caught at the 4, and he'll take it on in. Dalton Kincaid, touchdown Buffalo. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Extra point try by Bass. It's up and through. And the Bills move out to a 24-10 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. A 1st down throw for Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the ground, they'll go with Hill. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Coming open, that's the tight end likely. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
2nd down, Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. Open man, left side. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
All run play. This is Hill. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. First and 10. To throw is Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. In motion, Shakir. Allen on 3rd down. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
On fourth down, on is Sam Martin to punt. Deep for the Ravens, it's Deontay Hardy. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the give, here's Henry. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. Third and 9. Aguilar goes off in motion. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raven 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Bateman is the motion man. On 1st and 10, Jackson.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Henry. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Jackson going to keep it himself. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. And this is a long one. Officially 64-yard field goal attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Bills offense, and Josh Allen headed back onto the field, and he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. Pass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
17.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Hardy now with the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Play action now. Jackson. And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion comes Andrews. On play action, here's Jackson. He'll find Aguilar, complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll come back to Baltimore. After this, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run here with Hill. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Second down and 8. Back to throw, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Baltimore.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Here's Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Aguilar able to make the catch. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Jackson up top again. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a third down and 4. To the air one more time with Jackson. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second rounder. And the Bills are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The visitors' offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Throwing is Allen. He's got that complete to Nuss. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On second down, Cook trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard.